It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
First 2 months of the regular to bring us as we're off in Week 9. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
His first carry of the game. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
28-yard gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
15.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mississippi State man Chris Jones with a sack there.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. Easy. 57,
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got a ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Jaguars 3. Harrison Butker.
Get away. Taken in the end zone. Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Hill. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. First down, Mahomes. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 28, Jaguars 3. Harrison Butker to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Chiefs are going to get him. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's taken up around the 40. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It'll be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
19 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It brings up
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They run the counter now on first down.
Number 3.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 1.
off here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. The man is held. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That incomplete. He finds Sharp. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. 99 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
15.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
30. Jaguars 15.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4-10 today. Picked up by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Gain of 15.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jaguars.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.